Hi, my name is Francoise. So the name of my channel is called The Crap I Buy. I either buy good crap or bad crap. It's you that decide. So today we're gonna talk about some crap that everybody buys and we're forced to buy basically because we're all addicted to our phones. So cell phone companies. Basically, I'm gonna talk about the Rogers outage. Basically, there was an outage, and the people last weekend they lost internet and cell phone network for at least 1 or 2 days, and people were pissed because it's the second time it's happening in Canada, like nationwide, and you know, Rogers, in my opinion, that's why I made the video, didn't handle this properly at all. You know, there's a couple reasons why. First of all, Rogers already had an outage. Like the service went down before this year. And okay, it happens one time, it's okay. But a second time, and they didn't explain that much what happened. And the CEO used the Maple Leaf Prime PR marketing technique, basically by taking responsibility, explaining what happened, and telling what's gonna happen in the future. It's written in all marketing books. It's like this guy that's supposed to be a CEO. Oh, I lost his PR people. What should I do? And then the PR people, well, and the books they said to do like that's in the steps. Like, you know what? It wasn't original. Didn't give a shit. Didn't care. He just wanted his bonus. That's what it seems. He was not reading very fast, you know. It wasn't really like done in a way that he was concerned. I felt, you know, oh, we were so sorry, blah 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 blah. Yeah, everybody knows. So you know, the worst thing is that they're gonna credit people for 2 days or 5 days, depending on their locations. That's like what? Like if your bill, my mother's bill is $170 a month for 3 cell phones. So what's gonna happen is that she's gonna get 170 divided by 5. She's gonna get like $10. $10, you know. It two. She's gonna get like $5 or something, like, you know. She's not gonna get a lot, like, you know. They should, like, if they want to keep the customers, because there was this massive marketing PR disaster and people lost business, people lost time, people trust Rogers because they have monopoly. Why you want to give people 15, $10? Let's say $20. That's nothing. Like, they're gonna lose all their customers that were pissed. So that's a lot of customers. Why don't you give a month a credit? People would be happy. People would say, okay, we're gonna stay with Rogers. No, they're cheap ass. And you know how much bonus they make every year? They make profit. CEOs make millions. They make billions of profit. And now they don't want to make loss. They're gonna lose so much customers instead. That's just dumb things I ever saw in my life when it comes to marketing. I have 5 years in marketing. Maple Leaf Prime, basically what happened is that there was a case of salmonella in one of the facilities and some people died. It's a meat, chicken, you know, whatever. And the CEOs made a video, you know, and spoke about it and did this strategy to explain exactly what happened. It wasn't clean properly, or something happened, blah, blah, blah. And then this is his responsibility he's gonna take. I'm responsible for this, for that, and the actions it's gonna do. And you know what? Nobody talks about it now. You know, the company didn't go bankrupt. The company is still there and they're thriving. They're doing great. But Rogers did the same thing. But you know, CEO could have done a video too. That'd been a little bit better, because you know what? People die. Okay, it's tragic. But when you have millions of Canadians without internet and phone services, you can even call 911. That's also could be dangerous, you know. That was like, it's not good for the company because it's supposed to be having the monopoly, and they're charging way more than other countries. You know, if you look at England, it's $45. Here it's $85 per line, and they have more gigs over there. So they're charging more, first of all. So they're making more profit of our ass, and now they can even credit a month. They don't want to lose 1 month. They're gonna lose customers, and it's going to cost more money to a company to retain the customers, because if you call and complain, you have to have one employee that's going to take the call, listen to the blah blah blah, their salad, and give them something in return that more than $10-$20. So if they credit everybody, that's going to save them time because they can actually take care of other issues. Yeah, take the loss for 1 month. For everybody, 1 month free, that would be like, imagine everybody be like, oh, okay, Roger's fine. I got 1 month credited. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Roger's good. They're going to have an idea of Roger's good. Now, I think Roger's cheap. I think Rogers suck ass. I think I'm going to switch with Bell, actually. Like, I'm not happy. Like, I was affected too. Thank God I didn't have Rogers at home, but I was affected. I could call people. I couldn't do this. I could go do that. Everybody was talking about it. And that's the thing. You don't want to be a target of negative publicity. You say good publicity, bad publicity is publicity. No. Because what's going on, the situation is that Rogers and people's mind is going to stay for long term. Not only for one shot. They're going to say it's going to be it was too outrage, blah, 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 nationwide, Canada, Roger's not reliable. They're going to think about this in 10 years. It's a permanent brand damage. So if you want to rectify this, easy, 1 month for free. Everyone 1 month for free. That means they're taking responsibilities, they taking proactive approach, and they care about their customers, and they're generous. They rather lose the bonus that the CEO is gonna get. Not gonna buy a cottage in Hawaii this year. You know how much money they make, those CEOs? They make a lot. Executives make a lot. They all make a lot, and they all make bonuses. This is where your money goes, and their pocket. And then you can't just give them a month of free services. Well, there's so many million we're gonna lose. You're gonna lose all your customers. Isn't better? Because now Bell was the one that people were talking about. Oh, thank God I'm with Bell. Thank God I'm with Bell. Bell's more reliable. Bell will take over eventually. And then what's gonna happen with Rogers? Well, Rogers can go back and pass and say, we're reliable. No, you're not. You have two major outrage. How do I say it? Outage. Forget, I have a hard time. But so people are going to think about it in the long term. It's permanent brand damage, And what happened with Maple Leaf Prime, it was permanent brand damage. Imagine if you there's salmonella in the meat, and you go and you buy the chicken, and you always think, am I going to die tonight? Like, this is so bad, but they was able to restore it properly. Did compensation for the victims. We're the victims with Rogers. Give a compensation and just don't they want to get always like the quota and then the quarters and how much money they made, the bonuses, blah, 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 the commission. Like, take the hit because it's gonna be worse in the long term. The people will have always a negative idea with Rogers. And now the small fries, the small companies are taking over. If you look at Virgin, if you look at other companies, Fido, blah, 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 they're taking over because they're cheaper. Same thing with internet. TechSwabi is cheaper. Virgin is cheaper. So those small companies, they will have, issues too, but not an impact like Rogers, a national impact. You can even go to the bank. Imagine they couldn't resolve this. We'd be there for weeks. The people would not be able to go to the bank. Imagine that. I don't trust Rogers anymore. And I don't want to call and be a Karen, but I was expecting something more, and I'm very disappointed of the way they handled this at all. We don't even know what happened. At least tell us what happened. Was Russians that tried to take over, hackers? No, I don't know. But at the end of the day, if we understand what happened, we've been victims of this outage, and they should compensate at least 1 month, or give a credit for monthly for 2 years, like you stuck with your cell phone. Like, give a $5 credit, something nice, something good. People will stop bitching. But now I'm not, we've been with Rogers 15 years. When we're done paying, I might just go somewhere else. No, it's not good. Rogers, you're not good, So at the end of the day, it's just to explain that permanent brand damage, it's better to spend money, because they spend money on publicity in a way. Take the publicity budget. Spend money to reestablish your reputation as soon as possible. Then let it linger, because it's going to be a bigger impact. Because if there's another outage, what's going to happen now? They can't allow any outage anymore. They give everybody like a free month. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna get a free month. My bill's gonna be paid. You know, that's just so simple. If there's any other outage, Rogers will be done. I can tell that Rogers will be done. You know, people will switch. You know, because they're gonna see like, you know, Rogers always outage. You know, this like your reputation in high school. They call you a whore one time, you're a whore forever. It's the same thing with Rogers. Now they cannot allow this, so give them a goddamn month of credits for your bill, and then everybody's gonna be happy. You're gonna, oh, it's an outage, I'm gonna get my bill paid. They don't think, and I think it was juvenile. It was immature the way he handled things. I don't know who's doing the PR and marketing, but they're pretty dumb. So that's my rant on Rogers. If you have anything positive to say, put it on a comment. If you have anything negative to say, I'm gonna call Rogers and ask them to give you like a $3 credit instead of $5 credit. What about that? Don't put anything negative. So that was my video on Rogers. I hope you guys enjoy it. And the crop bye. Thank you.